Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Durham. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you, getting set for the 2026 NHIAA Girls Basketball Division II State Championship game between the Derryfield Cougars and the Pembroke Spartans. The Spartans are the number one seed, undefeated during the regular season, led by head coach Noah Cummings. In just his first season, hoping to guide the club to their first state championship since 1980, when they beat Lebanon in the final, 48-41. That was back in the Class I days.
Ooh, it's a while ago.
It's been a while for Derryfield as well. The Cougars were Class S champions in 1998. They did it back then in a blowout over Wilton, 49-42. But over 3 decades later, head coach Courtney Cheatham has the Cougars just one win away from winning it all. So undefeated Pembroke against a 16-2 Derryfield team to kick off what should be a spectacular championship weekend here at UNH.
And they both had a great season overall, right? The first game of the year they met, and it was relatively close. It's an 8 or 9 point game. And you think, okay, going forward, right? Each team has gotten better, I'm sure. Fans are excited. I had one fan come down whose daughter plays for Pembroke that I know and was very excited about their quest for victory, being that they have, I think, 5 seniors. 5 seniors. And they didn't win it last year. They were there. They just didn't get it done. So this is the year I think they feel good about. And Derryfield, on the other hand, a very small school, right? Not a lot of students. We see that same thing with Concord Christian that we'll see later. And Courtney Cheatham, though, has done a really good job with those young ladies, and I think it should be a fun game today.
Yeah. Some impressive win streaks on the line, as you would figure. Spartans again 18-0 during the regular season. Tournament wins in the quarters and semifinals. They beat Pelham in a tough one, 47-42, to advance to this spot. So 20 in a row for the Spartans. And Derryfield, after suffering their second loss midway through the regular season, have rallied to win 11 straight, including 2 victories here in this tournament. Justin, you know, when you're playing well in the month of March, anything can happen.
And that's what I said. That's why we play, right? That's why these games are played, because one team can be considered the favorite, but that doesn't mean we've not seen stranger things happen, right? One day you come out, you don't shoot well, you don't do things as well as you normally have, and upsets occur. So we, as commentators, always root for games like that maybe you don't think are going to be close, that are close, or, I predict we have a relatively close game. Even though we don't know much about them and we had not seen them, I predict we have a pretty close game today.
So round 2 between Pembroke and Derryfield, the opening shots were fired on opening night, as you mentioned, back on December the 12th. That was a 43-36 Pembroke victory in Pembroke. There is Coach Cummings on the sideline, getting ready for the introductions of the starting lineups here in Durham. We're going to turn things over to the legend.
Oh, the Velvet.
In just a few seconds.
The Velvet Throat.
That's our friend Sherm Chester, who is going to handle the public address announcing this afternoon. So let's turn it over to Sherm and get ready for Derryfield and Pembroke at the top of the hour.
Let's get down to business. Starting lineups for the Cougars, number 3, Anna Bazelon. For the Spartans, Ross and Phillips. For the Cougars, number 5, Emma Slipper. For the Spartans, number 10, Quinn Stevens. please stand at the table. Gentlemen, please remove any headgear for the performance of the national anthem today, performed by the Pembroke Class 27 member, Olivia Conway.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. Get ready to elevate your game. At New England Football Academy, they don't just train athletes, they build champions. They're closing the recruiting gap in New Hampshire and across New England with elite-level coaching that sharpens skills, strengthens mindset, and unleashes next-level performance. Based in Manchester, New England Football Academy offers one-on-one sessions, small groups, and full-team training, giving every athlete the tools to lead, compete, and dominate at every level. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit their Instagram at NEF Academy 603. Your journey to becoming elite starts now.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets red glare, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the
A rousing rendition of the national anthem performed by student Olivia Conway to set the stage here for this Division II state championship game here in 2026. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. Pembroke undefeated during the regular season, looking for their 21st win to round it out, and their first state championship for the program since 1980. Derryfield hoping to capture the crown for the first time since 1998 under head coach Courtney Cheatham. Starting lineups, it's a guard-oriented set for Coach Cheatham. Anna Faisalot, along with Holly Dufault, Angie Kennison, Ella Laflamme will play the middle, and Emma Sloper rounds out the five in maroon. Ava Strozeri, It's one of the 5 seniors for Pembroke, expected to touch the ball a lot tonight. Ann Phillips, Kate Stevens, Haley Steinmetz, also seniors.
Yep, senior heavy. Definitely senior heavy. They were here last year, Nick. We saw them last year. They were close.
Derryfield opening up in a man-to-man, and here's an attack off the dribble to set the tone early for Pembroke. That's
Steinmetz
an
to the
easy
hole.
one for Steinmetz, who got the step. So 2-0 Spartans here, just seconds into the Division II state championship.
Yeah, they're in a man early.
You can hear spirited crowds for both schools. Pembroke fans in particular here very early before the gates opened.
Man, near steal for Steinmetz.
Backdoor feed, loose ball in the corner. LaFlamme gets to it as Derryfield's first possession extends here. Dribble drive, kick to the corner, that pass deflected.
Always a tough pass. The baseline pass to the other side is always difficult.
Bob Benjamin, Ashley Tide, Dana Pembroke, 3 officials on hand here. First of 4 state championship games here at the Lundholm Gymnasium on the campus of the University of New Hampshire. It's Ladies Saturday today, Division II, then Division I championship games. Tomorrow it's the boys' turn. D2 championship at noon, D1 at 4 o'clock. Minute gone by into the game. Pembroke a 2-0 lead. Derryfield still in possession here on their opening trip.
Really good defensive stance right now by Pembroke.
Fazalot runs into trouble, but we have a kick ball here against the defense. So it will stay at this end with the Cougars.
Good move inside, good pass, kind of just off the foot. I'll let that one go.
Off the right sneaker of the senior Kate Stevens.
A lot of pink shoes today, Nick. A lot of pink shoes out there.
Inside, bank attempt won't go for LaFlamme. Offensive rebound by Sloper keeps it right here. 3-point attempt off target from straight away for Kennison. Another loose ball, though, for Derryfield. Trying to find LaFlamme inside. It's denied, out of bounds. As Strazzeri with a good effort. May have broken up. It could have been a layup there.
Indeed. And again, offensive rebounding is huge. Got to box out. You don't want to give the offense second chance shots if you can avoid it.
Here's Holly Dufault up top. Sloper. Back to the point guard, Fazalot. Fazalot cut off. Now inside Sloper with a ball fake.
Yeah,
Patience here for Derryfield.
Really good defense right now by Pembroke.
Both teams opening up at a man-to-man. Dufault finds some space, draws contact and the foul.
Nice shot. Took the contact well.
Able to bank it home with the right hand despite the collision near the rim. It's a strong take there by Dufault, and she now has a chance to give Derryfield their first lead.
And they're very patient. You know, this could be one of those games, too, where you take some time. They take a lot of time off the clock, and that gives Pembroke less opportunities to score on the other end.
Strazzeri with the foul. The free throw for Dufault rolls off the rim. So the rebound is controlled by Steinmetz. Just Pembroke's second trip here, 2 minutes into the game. And there are the Derryfield students dressed in black behind the Cougar bench, chanting defense. Another attack here with the left hand. That's Tessa Love, the senior.
Good block. Good block.
Paid the price for entering the paint there, rejected and knocked down.
Yeah, good take. She had it. Good block, though. Good recovery on defense by LaFlamme.
Love given space, now going to attack, and nowhere to go. Good defense by LaFlamme. And now Derryfield again looks for the lead, trying to break this 2-2 tie 2.5 minutes in. That one turned over. Bounce pass taken away. 3-on-2, right hand, no finish. LaFlamme the rebound. Surrounded by white jerseys, and now a jump ball is called.
Oh, we're going to stay with Derryfield. Little nerves early, right? Taking some shots that aren't great shots here and there, but I think after about 4 or 5 minutes, they'll settle in, play pretty well.
Dufault for 3, high arcer up and in. Pretty shot from the wing.
Shot.
Dufault's got all 5 for Derryfield.
Here comes the 2-2-1 full court press early in the game. Got to step up and trap. Can't let her dribble through.
Phillips goes all the way into the paint, and then this one is called off for a travel on the catch.
That extra step.
Against Love. That's the second Pembroke turnover. So 5-2, a mini 5-0 run for Coach Cheatham's Cougars.
Good looking three, too. That last one, high arcing three. Watching her warm up. Don't leave her open.
We'll drop it inside. Tough hook shot there for Sloper. Last touch by Pembroke. Some of the Spartan students disagree with the call.
As I'm sure they will quite frequently.
They are behind us on their feet in the school colors of green and white.
There's quite a few of them back there as well.
Driving kick, three-pointer,
Bang.
and up and in for Angie Kennison. Able to get square there, and the run extended to 8 unanswered by Derryfield, and the steal by Kennison. In the middle.
Love the catch and shoot.
Bounce pass, though, is too strong and out of bounds.
Right idea, though. Right idea. Had a player ahead on the other end underneath the basket.
Get a look at the replay. Kennison jumps the passing lane. And then finds the point guard in the middle, but Fazalot, right idea, just too much mustard on that bounce pass.
Yeah, a little bit too much. Tough one, though, too, running one way, and teammate was kind of backing up a little bit. Tough pass to make.
Meanwhile, Pembroke scored on their opening possession just seconds into the game, but the Spartans midway through this first quarter have not scored since. They look back door. This is Riley Karen, who just checked in and is going to draw a foul near the basket.
Wide open inside. Just a little bit of lack of communication. When you play man defense, right, you got to help each other out. You got to communicate, talk, call screens, all that stuff that's important when you're a player. You hate getting screened when nobody calls it. It hurts.
Foul against Kelsey Beekman, who just came on for Derryfield. Free throw for Karen is good. First free throw shot either way here in this first quarter.
We always say, right, championship games, playoff games, you have to make free throws.
Karen short on the second offensive rebound for Stevens. Misfires on the fadeaway, and Derryfield clears the glass with Sloper.
Good look, though. Good look at that one.
Cougars trying to stay hot on the offensive end, out in front 8-3. Here's a spin move. Banker for the lefty. Sloper won't go. Rebound pulled in for Karen, and then she is fouled immediately in the backcourt.
Frustration foul, a little bit of frustration.
Second team foul against Derryfield. And the reach-in called against Fazalot. Meanwhile, Coach Cummings, who was a member of the boys' state championship team.
Yeah, and I was trying to figure out the
As
year
you mentioned.
because I coached against him when he was a player. Great player.
They went back-to-back as a program in 14 and 15.
Yeah, they were good. That whole team was really good. He ran the show for him, too.
Meanwhile, here's a nice drive. Left-hand finish for Stevens.
Good left hand to the basket.
First basket for the senior, Kate Stevens. Pembroke is back within 3 at 8-5. Inside, tough one for Sloper to handle. Outside 3, Kennison misfires. And the ball ends up out of bounds back to
hold.
Pembroke.
Hold on the box out. A little bit of a hold on the box out.
Oh, we have a foul, you're right.
Yeah, have the hands wrapped around, right box out. Keep the hands up, elbows back. Can't put the hands down and grab.
It's on the game's leading scorer, Holly Defoe, who has 5 for Derryfield. Her first, team's third. Just over 3 minutes to go first quarter.
Full court man press this time by Derryfield. I like when he mixes it up.
And it leads to a turnover, an errant pass on the inbound.
That's what happens when you mix it up. Turnovers. The teams have to adjust. It's zone, it's man. If you can do it all the time, every time, then pressure on the offense with the ball.
3 giveaways each way in this first quarter. Derryfield has brought in Jordan LeMay on the floor for the first time. Here's LaFlamme back to LeMay. Or LeMary, excuse me. Dribble drive for Beekman cut off. LeMary throws it inside. LaFlamme is bodied up. LeMary puts her head down but travels after picking up the dribble.
Those feet slide a little bit. A lot of dribble kick, dribble cut. So it's all dribble, penetrate, and then they try and kick out for a three.
Meanwhile, a steal off the inbound. Sloper will bank it home.
Great play. Again, there's that press. Look out.
Turnover leads to points for Derryfield, and Coach Cummings seen enough. A timeout.
Took a timeout call. Turn the ball over.
Put together an 8-0 run earlier, Justin, and well, the press is producing Pembroke turnovers. They get an easy layup off the steal. And right now, Coach Cheatham has got her girls in front 10-5.
And you got to believe Pembroke has seen presses before, and they know how to handle them, right? And sometimes in these playoff games, you get a little excited, right, and throw the ball away. But got to get open, get the ball to the middle of the press, and attack that way. And usually you have numbers when you do that.
This one, as we mentioned, a rematch of opening night. Way back, seems like a long time ago now. December the 12th.
Went fast, though.
It was a game in Pembroke, won by the Spartans 43-36, the start of 20 straight wins for this Pembroke team coming into today, the only undefeated team in the division.
It's a heck of a streak.
And the top overall seed. Both teams earned a bye, however, in this 14-team field. The number 2 seed got the first round off. That was Derryfield. And so both teams with 2 victories so far in this tournament. Out of the timeout, Spartans looking for offense, trailing by 5.
Yeah, that was a good look. Really good look. Just didn't go in.
Here's Phillips on the wing. Left-hand drive. Draws attention to the defense. Good move by Karen. Leaves it short on the baseline before LeMary gets to it for Derryfield. Now LeMary hounded in the backcourt. Trying to put the move on Phillips at midcourt. And we get a blocking foul at the stripe.
A little bit of a bump. Good defense, though. Working hard. Just can't bump. Can't bump.
The defender is Phillips, and you saw the reaction. Second team foul against Pembroke. Just over 2 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Derryfield has played with the lead most of the way.
Right now, Pembroke, too, a little anxious, I think. You know, down 10-5, which isn't a lot in the first quarter. Just don't want to get down too far.
Shake and bake here for Beekman. Picks up the dribble, and now it's Dufault, who's had the hot hand. Goes to the left, down the lane, switches to the right. That one off the side of the rim, and it's up for grabs in the paint, and we have a jump ball.
Good rebound by Karen off the bench. I got, I think, 3 rebounds. I might have added 3 rebounds, and got a basket. Playing hard off the bench.
Has made an impact in limited minutes here for Coach Cummings. Pembroke trying to make it a 1-possession game here. Final 100 seconds of this first quarter. And again, the Derryfield fans coming to life, chanting defense, stomping on that bleacher. Coach Cheatham trying to orchestrate from the sideline. Well, Pembroke going to turn it over for the 5th time here. Went in and out of the hands of Phillips. May have taken her eye off the ball.
Yeah, I don't think she was sure she was getting that one. Came kind of high, and it shot up a little bit high.
Not Phillips, rather, but Lily Gagnon.
Tough one. Tough one to catch.
Minute 20 to go, first quarter. LeMary into trouble, stripped, and a good defensive play there. As
she had an opening.
Aranella, the senior, able to get to it. 5 takeaways each way.
Both teams playing really good defense. Offense is having to work hard to get good shots.
Here's a shot, 3-pointer. Aranella misfires, another rebound for LaFlamme, her 3rd for Derryfield. Cougars by 5, 50 seconds. 1 dribble, Sloper, fade away, side iron miss, another rebound for Karen. Pembroke trying to push. Karen up the floor, finds Steinmetz. Challenge at the glass, no. Karen the follow, no. LaFlamme, another rebound. Outlet, back and forth we go. Up the floor, it's Sloper. Misses from the left side with the right hand. Karen, another rebound.
Dang, 6 rebounds early. It's a rebounding machine.
Meanwhile, Phillips going to hit the break as it looks like Pembroke wants the last shot here, trailing 10-5.
That's a good call. They're in a man. Really good help defense right now for both teams. Oh, baskets are so hard to come by.
Final 10 seconds. Phillips giving room here. Going to challenge Defoe. Step back 16-footer. Short. Follow at the buzzer. Won't go either for Aranella, who just misplays it off the window. So that will do it for the first quarter. A good start for Derryfield out in front of top seed Pembroke, doubling up the Spartans 10-5 after 8 minutes. Second quarter next. You are watching the 2026 NHIAA Girls Basketball Division II State Championship here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. We're broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Get ready to elevate your game. At New England Football Academy, they don't just train athletes, they build champions. They're closing the recruiting gap in New Hampshire and across New England with elite-level coaching that sharpens skills, strengthens mindset, and unleashes next-level performance. Based in Manchester, New England Football Academy offers one-on-one sessions, small groups, and full-team training, giving every athlete the tools to lead, compete, and dominate at every level. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit their Instagram at NEF Academy 603. Your journey to becoming elite starts now.
Second quarter here in Durham. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. Derryfield out in front of Pembroke by a score of 10-5. Defoe's three rattles in and out. Contested rebound, and then the outlet ends up in the bench. Another Spartan turnover, their sixth of this first half. It's the 2026 NHIAA Girls Basketball Division II State Championship. The Division I title comes your way later this afternoon from Lundholm Gymnasium. Derryfield, the number 2 seed here in the D2 tournament. Out in front 10-5. They played with the lead most of this first half.
And again, patience on offense, trying to get good shots.
We've seen long possessions for Derryfield. Three-pointer, Dufault, high arcer, back rim miss, weak side rebound is controlled by Strazzeri. Pembroke trying to make it a one-possession game, just 2 field goals against this very good defensive unit for Derryfield.
Yeah, it's been good. And they just haven't gotten good shots either. Maybe a couple good looks. That last 2-footer on the rebound was probably the best look they've had other than the first basket they made.
Here's Stevens tripped up. And the foul called. First team foul against Derryfield. A minute gone by in this second quarter.
So far, nobody in foul trouble, which is good. Right? You don't want to see anybody in foul trouble in the finals or any game.
First on Sloper. Meanwhile, a steal. Sloper in the open floor, left hand, and fouled. No, travels.
Travel first, yep.
Near the rim.
Too many steps. Got to watch the feet. Watch the feet.
You hear the reaction from the Cougar fans on the far side of the gym. They wanted a foul.
They did. Well, if she hadn't traveled, she probably would have got called. And it would have been a foul. She'd have shot some free throws. Sometimes on that one, if you're a young player, you want to jump, stop, and power up. Maybe get a pump fake in there, too.
Man-to-man defense for Derryfield. That's been the look. And it produces a steal in the paint. 8th takeaway. Fazalot up the floor. Dufault for 3. On target this time.
Woo! That arc on that. Love the arc on that.
Her second from downtown. She's the game's high scorer with 8 points.
Look out.
The lead is 8 for the first time as well.
Yeah, too many turnovers. That's the same number of turnovers, right? Lead equals turnovers.
Meanwhile, Stevens is called for a travel.
9 turnovers with 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. If you're Coach Cummings, you say, that's just too many.
It's going to let the players figure it out here. No timeout. 2 minutes in second quarter. Derryfield threatening to take a double-digit lead here for the first time.
Yeah, that's tough too. And then
instead, this one too hot and too high, in and out of the hands of Dufault.
A couple of these turnovers too have just been sort of got to keep your eye on the ball situations. You can't be sloppy in the finals ever. Right? You got to make sure that you do everything. You got to play your best, and you don't always. There's some stress involved in finals.
Well, it's not every day you play in front of better than 3,000 in the gym here.
A lot of people here today.
4,000 right now.
Yeah, you don't see that many people on a regular basis ever.
Here's a steal. Fazalot, open path to the rim, and a right-hand layup. First basket for the point guard. As this defense is producing baskets at the other end. They're going to produce another travel here. Violation on the baseline, 11th Pembroke turnover, and now Coach Cummings calls for time. 2.5 gone by. Derryfield out in front by 10.
Good call.
For the first time, 15-5.
Good timeout call. Or as he shuffled, jumped, kind of caught it, and then jumped, and then went to the basket. So, feet. That usually, unless you do that a lot, that's usually nerves too. Right? You're trying to anxious. You're down 10 all of a sudden, double digits, and you're trying to get baskets quick. It's just tough. All right, so you do things maybe you don't normally do to catch, square, and then go. Right now, Pembroke, though, has just got to find some rhythm offensively. No rhythm at all offensively. Whereas Derryfield can come down, taking their time, good passes. With the turnovers right now, and for Pembroke, we have 11, killing them.
Derryfield, their defense has been pretty stout all tournament. They held Merrimack Valley to 40 in the semifinals. That was a tight game, 44-40. Derryfield wins in the end. In the quarterfinal round, also a 2-possession difference against Salhegan, where they held the Sabres to just 32 points in a 37-32 victory. But right now, Pembroke, the top seed, they've won 20 in a row, just 2 field goals to show, with 5.5 to play until halftime.
Yeah, you got to make a little dent here before you go into halftime, so you don't feel defeated mentally, right? Mentally, you want to go into halftime feeling like you have a really good chance to win and come back. Just got to get good shots, get good looks and good shots.
Cougars by 10 with the ball. Pembroke, they have not strayed from their defensive approach. It's been half-court man throughout this first half. Little 2-man game. Now they'll switch it up near side. Beekman back over. Sloper, 3-pointer up and in.
They're getting wide open. Look, you know why? Patience. It's all about patience. And sometimes the defense just gets tired of playing defense. Chasing, right? You chase around enough, you just sort of go,
Yep.
All right, that's enough, and then you give up a 3.
Sloper made him pay from the corner. Second field goal. 5 now for Sloper. Meanwhile, inside, tough bank shot over 2 defenders for Kate Stevens. That's her second basket.
Yeah, you got to get Kate Stevens the ball. Got to get her the ball. I think she might be their most talented offensive player just from watching so far.
First points of the second quarter for the Spartans as well. Meanwhile, Dufault, a little hook shot, won't go. Chased down by Strazzeri, but her outlet pass is intercepted by LaFlamme.
Yeah, turnovers are killing.
LaFlamme, a couple of steals. Got an offensive foul here against Derryfield.
Yep, that dreaded illegal screen.
It's on the Flom there, not quite set.
The moving roll. That was the moving roll.
Yep.
It's funny, you watch games like that. NBA does that constantly. The moving roll is constantly happening. So when you watch games, you go, hey, that must be legal, the moving roll. No, it's not. It is not legal.
Really is an art to screen setting.
It is, and you have to do it right.
Here where it's nice job. Fazalot sneaks up from behind and gets another layup in transition.
How about that? They have some kind of confidence going today, baby.
They forced 13 turnovers here in this first half. It's Fazalot, a couple of steals, and a couple of fast break baskets. Largest lead for Derryfield, but a foul here against the Cougars.
Yeah, 13-point lead.
3.5 to go. 20-7, our score. Meanwhile, Kennison going to replace Sloper. That may be her first rest of this first half. She certainly logged a lot of minutes as we get a look at the Fazalot steal and layup. Strazzeri off the crossover, a spin, a step back jump shot is too strong. Offensive rebound and foul near the rim.
Good rebound inside by Love to get some free throws. They need free throws. Got to find ways to get baskets.
It's the senior Tessa Love. Just the second trip to the free throw line for a Spartan player in this first half.
Just haven't got that many shots.
Derryfield yet to go to the line.
Right.
Love. No problem there on the first. Just the third different Pembroke player to score in this first half.
Yeah, any way you can score at this point, you're trying to get to the basket maybe, get some free throws, see the ball go in a couple times and feel better.
Two nice looking shots there. Pembroke back with an 11. A little bit of pressure here for the first time.
Half court
1-2,
trap.
1-1, looks like.
See if they can get right across. Trap. Uh-oh.
Wide open is LaFlamme, who makes them pay at the other end.
Can't let that happen, right? Got to make sure you communicate, rotate, turn your head. All those things you're supposed to do on defense.
First basket for Ella LaFlamme, who's going to commit a foul here. Got some of the basketball on the block attempt, but a little bit of the wrist as well, according to the officials.
And again, free throws, right? Get baskets right now any way that you can.
Actually, I spoke too soon. It's on Kennison.
That wasn't on Fazalot, no?
No,
who was Gardner, too. I'm confused.
It was LaFlamme who blocked the shot, but no, they're saying the defender was Kennison. That's her first, and that also puts Derryfield over the limit.
Free throw time now. A lot of time left. Quarter.
Well, Phillips, after missing the first, hits the second.
They stay in that press. Oh, a full court man.
And Fazalot, the point guard. Going to go all the way to the baseline. Finds LaFlamme for two.
It's too easy. Just too easy.
Little bounce pass leads to the layup. Second bucket for LaFlamme. Derryfield's lead continues to grow at 24-10. Meanwhile, Phillips in attack mode lands hard on that right hip, knocked down and fouled.
And they're just right now, they're trying to find any way they can to get to the basket and get free throws or just get something.
That's number 2 on Fazalot, the Derryfield point guard.
They have to give her a break. You don't want her to get her third here with 2:49 to go in the first half.
Coming up at halftime, full recap, plus stats, highlights, analysis, and a preview of the second championship game coming your way later this afternoon. That's the Division I final between Londonderry and Concord Christian. All that coming up at halftime. Another 1-for-2 trip for Ann Phillips.
5 for 8. Got to make free throws. See if they can make a dent in that lead going in at halftime. Get it down to about 6 or 8. If you're Pembroke, you don't want to get down too far. Tough to come back, especially with the length of time Derryfield runs offense.
Fazalot a jump stop, hooks up with Dufault in the corner, and that's nothing but net.
Dufault again.
Another 3 for Dufault. Her third. She's the first player to double figures with 11. And we have a travel along the sideline here against Pembroke.
Turnover number 14 with 2:18 to go, and that's just killing Pembroke right now.
Another sub for Coach Cheatham. Beekman comes out, Sloper returns.
And a bold move bringing Fazalot back in with 2 fouls.
But she never came out.
Oh, she didn't. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
they took her out for a minute. Oh,
Nope.
that's a bold move, leaving her in.
Yep. Here she is for 3 and knocks it down.
Well, I guess that's why they left her in.
Fazalot had a couple of layups earlier. Shows her range on that 3-point shot. 7 points now for the point guard. Meanwhile, a step back 2, no good. Love trying to keep it alive, but couldn't stay in bounds.
This is turning into a bit of a runaway.
30-11. Derryfield by 19 with inside of 2 minutes to play in this first half.
Yeah, Pembroke looks a little shell-shocked right now early. I don't think they expected this.
The number 1 Spartans undefeated during the regular season. Being really tested here as LaFlamme continues to go to work on the low block.
Man, good cut. That's a really good cut and a really good pass.
LaFlamme's 3rd field goal. Meanwhile, Phillips along 2 has the answer for Pembroke.
Indeed, long 2. You might want to keep pressing and rotating. Just give me something different. Show them something different. Trap, do something.
And now dueling chants between the two fan bases as we approach the final minute first half. Dufault's 3 is short. Fazalot able to tip it to Sloper. Derryfield potentially with a second try. Sloper with 3 rebounds here for the Cougars. And a foul against Pembroke.
Only their first. No free throws yet.
It's on Love. Call for the reach. Love going to check out after picking up her first. As Coach Cummings comes back with Brooke Arenella.
Got to find something. Coach Cummings is looking for something. You got to find anything, some kind of spark.
Fazalot, right hand floater. No. Phillips the other way and fouled here in the backcourt.
And if you're Pembroke, you don't want to just start fouling either. I'm going to shoot free throws here for the rest of the quarter. Well, 44 seconds left to go for the most part. You can.
Foul against Kennison, her second. So Kennison and Fazalot with 2 apiece for Derryfield. Meanwhile, Phillips has been busy at the line in this first half. Gets a friendly roll on that one.
She's doing what
now
she can.
3 of 5 with 5 points, a team high.
Yeah, I think she's taking it upon herself to try and find ways to score. The rest of her teammates haven't quite gotten there yet.
2 for 2 trip makes it 32-15. Final 40 seconds before the break. Dufault trying to split defenders, lost the handle. Turned over. Numbers for the Spartans and put home by Strazzeri.
Nice pass. Good steal on that one too, and a nice pass. A little over dribbling into the middle where hands are everywhere. Now if you're Derryfield, take the last shot.
Down to 10 seconds. Inside. Fade away and a foul.
Or maybe not.
LaFlamme able to draw contact with 9 seconds remaining.
Now you got to hit these free throws, otherwise you're going to give Pembroke an opportunity to creep up again with that last opportunity to score a basket.
Foul on Stevens, her first. Unlucky spin there.
Yeah.
In and out for LaFlamme, who's been effective here.
She has.
6 points, 4 rebounds unofficially. We'll get the official numbers for you coming up at halftime.
We're usually pretty close.
We are. Meanwhile, LaFlamme, hearing it from the Pembroke student section, knocks down the free throw anyway.
Yeah.
1 for 2 trip, 33-17. Pembroke likely with one last chance here to cut into the gap before halftime.
Derryfield picking up man full court a little bit of light pressure full court to kind of slow him down as he try and get to the basket.
Got an offensive foul against Stevens.
Oh, she pushed off.
Comes with 3 seconds remaining. No argument from Stevens after picking up her second.
An arm came out a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit, enough for a foul call.
So 3 seconds here for Derryfield. In it comes to Fazalot, going to fire from midcourt, and that one's short. Nonetheless, a big first half for Derryfield. Their defense was impressive. And they started to score the basketball in that second quarter as well. 33-17, they lead undefeated Pembroke at halftime.
Yeah, and this is a game right now of turnovers. If you're Pembroke, you go in the locker room and you say to yourself, we have just shot ourselves in the foot with 15 turnovers in the first half, unofficially, of course. And they just have not had enough good-looking shots because they haven't had the ball very often. Derryfield has run their offense over and over again until they get a good shot. And Pembroke's come down and just turned the ball over. You got to make sure that in the second half you cut the turnovers down. I think they can get themselves back in the game quickly, but, man, that's just too many.
They trailed by as many as 19 a moment ago. The gap is 16 at the break. There's Coach Cheatham hoping to bring Derryfield their first women's basketball championship since 1998. They are 16 minutes away, perhaps, from doing just that. When we come back, a look back at that first half, stats, highlights, analysis, full recap, and a preview of Concord Christian against Londonderry in the Division I state title later this afternoon. Don't go anywhere. Halftime here in Durham, more in a moment. You are watching the 2026 NHIAA Girls Basketball Division II State Championship game here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. We're presented by Beals Insurance, and we're broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Get ready to elevate your game. At New England Football Academy, they don't just train athletes, they build champions. They're closing the recruiting gap in New Hampshire and across New England with elite-level coaching that sharpens skills, strengthens mindset, and unleashes next-level performance. Based in Manchester, New England Football Academy offers one-on-one sessions, small groups, and full-team training, giving every athlete the tools to lead, compete, and dominate at every level. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit their Instagram at NEF Academy 603. Your journey to becoming elite starts now.
Start of the second half here in Durham. Derryfield with a big lead to protect, trying to bring their first championship to the school in nearly 3 decades. Pembroke undefeated during the regular season. Their 20-game win streak is on the line. They're going to have to do it from behind. They have the basketball here trailing 33-17.
If they can cut down the turnovers in the second half and maybe get a few more shots, like you said, you talked about they only shot 5 times in the second quarter. That's not enough shots when you're down by that many points. You're not getting good looks.
Pembroke trailed 10-5 after 1 quarter of play. as we get a three-point attempt and a miss out of the corner. Rebound by Stevens, and count that and the foul. Stevens trying to give her team a spark, her first rebound.
They need that.
And her third field goal overall comes in the paint despite the foul, as you see LaFlamme picks up her third for Derryfield. LaFlamme played well in that first half with 7 points and 2 rebounds. Meanwhile, Stevens now with 7 points of her own. So Pembroke, they get a three-point play the old-fashioned way to begin the third quarter, and they're back within 13, 33-20.
Yeah, 13 feels a lot better than 16.
There's a steal. And stepping on the line after the theft.
Oh, such a good steal, too.
Is Haley Steinmetz, who read that play perfectly, but left foot on the sideline. It goes back to Derryfield.
You're on that wide court, too, Rick. You got to really pay attention. A little bit different than playing on a high school court. You got a little bit more space here than you do most places.
LaFlamme rejected. Blocked by Love, and then Strazzeri able to get the ball away to her teammate Phillips.
Yeah, you got to get some baskets, right? Move without the ball. Good defense. Derryfield playing man, but, it kind of looks like zone occasionally.
Steal. Fazelot to the rim is fouled on the wrist.
Yeah, another steal. Oh, my goodness.
Again, Derryfield able to force 15 turnovers in that first half. Fazelot now with 3 steals of her own and draws the foul in transition against Phillips, who picks up her second.
And 2 more already in the second half. Right away, 2 more. I mean, one of them was you step out of bounds on the line, but still.
Derryfield, as Fazelot hits the free throw, they shot the ball well on offense in that first half. 50% from the floor, 13 of 26 overall.
They can't get the ball to go in.
It's a Pembroke team that won 18 games during the regular season, all 18. Undefeated. Tournament wins over Coe-Brown and Pelham, but running into a bit of a buzzsaw here in the final against Derryfield. Cougars the number 2 seed during the regular season. They're going to get a timeout here from Coach Cheatham with just over 3 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham, and the rest of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire team live with you from Lundholm Gymnasium on the campus of the University of New Hampshire. It's been a Granite State tradition for the better part of a half a century here, holding the final in this gym. Big championship weekend. The girls' Division I battle comes your way next, or I should say later this afternoon. That's a 4 o'clock Eastern start between Concord Christian and Londonderry. And then tomorrow we have 2 boys' state championship games, beginning with the D2 final at noon. And then we wrap things up tomorrow afternoon with the D1 championship at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, it's a crazy weekend, but we love it, right? We love it. It used to make us do 4 in a row, right?
Yep.
On Saturday. Now we get a little break, right? Get a little bit of a break. What a weekend.
There's the Derryfield crowd. They've been enthusiastic all afternoon, on their feet throughout the game, and wearing black, supporting Derryfield as they look on the women's side to win their first championship since 1998. They're going to score off the inbound as Kennison buries a 7-footer. Third field goal for Kennison. Derryfield's lead still growing at 43-21. Meanwhile, tough one here. Off the window. Left-hand finish for Steinmetz.
Yeah, good left hand. Good left hand for Steinmetz. They got to find ways to just attack the basket or something, right? Get some stops. Make this a game. Right now it's a 20-point deficit for Pembroke, and we're not even in the fourth quarter yet.
Meanwhile, Fazelot cut off, tries to find Dufault, but she travels on the catch. That's the 11th Derryfield turnover.
Yeah, I didn't think she had it in order to even travel. But, again, turnovers, though, almost doubled. Pembroke with 19 to the 11 for Derryfield.
15 of those, as we mentioned, in the first half for Pembroke. Meanwhile, Steinmetz spotted up on the wing, puts it on the deck, puts her head down. Looks near side for Stevens. Extended possession here. Good defense by Derryfield. Aranella tries to squeeze through. No, the follow by Stevens is going to draw a foul.
Well, Stevens is doing everything she can. She's got 5 rebounds, 7 points. She's got to hit a couple free throws here just to make sure that she's giving her team the best chance that they can. Cut the lead in half, right? What do we always say? If you can cut the lead down to 10 going into the fourth quarter, and I think mentally at least you feel like you got a really good chance to win.
They've certainly got the Pembroke fans behind them. As you can see, the entire near side of the gym is filled with green and white supporters. Stevens makes a productive trip at the line, 2 of 2. 3 of 4 overall in the game.
And now we see a Pembroke full court man press. See if they can get something out of that. Maybe try and get a trap or something somewhere. Just too easy, right? That's just too easy to bring it up. You're going to press. Got to get something out of it, otherwise you just get tired. People don't realize that, right? If you're going to press, you want to try and get some kind of trap or some kind of a difference maker out of it. Otherwise, it just fatigues you to play full court man defense or even full court zone.
Jump shot won't go for LeMary, who just came back on. The rebound pulled in by Love. Pembroke still with a big hill to climb, trailing by 18 with 1:20 to go. They look backdoor for Stevens. Tough catch, a travel on the reception.
Didn't think she had that one either. Didn't think she caught it. Tough. That was a tough catch, so to make. A lot of the defender was right there.
Turnover number 20. Coach Cummings takes Love out of the game. Riley Karen, who led the Spartans in the rebounding category in the first half with 5, is into the game for the first time since halftime.
Now we need to see Pembroke play with a little more sense of urgency, I think. You know, Derryfield's kind of played that way the entire time. I think Pembroke has just sort of come out flat today and just didn't, offensively, just not there.
LaFlamme is back in the Derryfield lineup despite the 4 fouls, as this ball is batted out of bounds by the Spartan defender.
Good possession right now early for Pembroke, though, defensively.
Final 45 seconds, third quarter. Collision and an offensive foul.
I don't think, did he call offense? No, I think he called just a grab.
Did he?
Almost looked like he was calling offense, but he did not.
Yeah, you're right.
I was with you. I thought maybe he called offensive foul, but
it's on Aranella.
Yeah, next one will be free throws.
It's the third team foul, so one to give for Pembroke.
Third team foul. I thought they were going to put a 4 up there, Nick. Wow, my math.
3 against Pembroke, and it's Derryfield that is over the limit.
For Derryfield, too, you can really take your time. You don't even have to force any kind of shots or anything. Just look for just take open looks.
Fazalot looks at the clock, down to 25. Inside, Sloper finds LaFlamme, fade away.
Oh, wow, look at that. LaFlamme with a good catch. Oh, fade away floater.
Ella LaFlamme hasn't played much in this third quarter due to foul trouble. Still has 9 in the game. More importantly, her team is up 20 again, 45-25. Final shot, third quarter, is off target for Steinmetz and out of bounds with a fraction of a second to go. The inbound comes in, and that'll do it. Derryfield eyeing their first championship in nearly 3 decades. Huge lead after 3 quarters, 45-25 over Pembroke. Does Derryfield seal the deal, or does Pembroke have a historic comeback in store for the final 8 minutes? We find out next. Fourth quarter on the other side. You are watching the 2026 NHIAA Girls Basketball Division II State Championship game right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance and broadcasted in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Get ready to elevate your game. At New England Football Academy, they don't just train athletes, they build champions. They're closing the recruiting gap in New Hampshire and across New England with elite-level coaching that sharpens skills, strengthens mindset, and unleashes next-level performance. Based in Manchester, New England Football Academy offers one-on-one sessions, small groups, and full-team training, giving every athlete the tools to lead, compete, and dominate at every level. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit their Instagram at NEF Academy 603. Your journey to becoming elite starts now.
Start of the fourth quarter here in Durham, and we see a layup drop for Ann Phillips as she tries to will her team back into the game. She's got a team-high 9 points for Pembroke, but it has not been enough against this vaunted Derryfield defense. The Cougars have forced 20 turnovers, and they have a 20-point lead to begin the fourth quarter that has now been cut to 18. Meanwhile, we have a travel here after the steal.
Really?
As Aranella moved while she was on the ground.
Did she move? I thought maybe did she get up or what did I miss?
So Derryfield will keep it here at this end early on in this fourth quarter. Nick Anastas along with Justin Gorham. It's the 2026 NHIAA Girls Basketball Division II State Championship here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, broadcasted in conjunction with the NFHS Network. We got a timeout from the Derryfield sideline here. As Coach Cheatham wants to sort some things out. The Cougars, the number 2 seed, 16-2 during the regular season. Coming into this afternoon, they had won 11 straight, looking to avenge an opening night loss in Pembroke. But more importantly, trying to bring home a trophy for the first time since 1998.
Now, usually what we say, too, is it's tough to beat a team 3 times, but it's also tough to beat a team twice.
Yeah.
You've gone through the whole year. The first game of the year was at Pembroke. It was close, low-scoring contest, right? This one, a little bit higher scoring contest. Derryfield's played great. They've obviously gotten better as the year's gone along. And I think Pembroke came out, too, feeling like they were in good shape, right? On a run, 20 in a row, you said?
Yep.
I mean, that's phenomenal.
Pembroke undefeated during the regular season, 18-0, and then 2 tournament wins over Cole-Brown and Pelham. Meanwhile, a foul as we resume action here is going to come on the defensive end against Pembroke. That's the second team foul and the first on Steinmetz.
It is really difficult to go undefeated from start to finish. Everybody gives you their best shot.
Right.
Everybody. Try and dethrone you, right? You're undefeated, and they know it. Everybody knows you're undefeated.
Yeah, no matter what, win or lose, a heck of a season for Pembroke. To finish 18-0 and then get to the championship is certainly a big accomplishment in its own right.
Yeah, and you have a lot of seniors that were here last year, too, so you know they really want to win the game.
Offensive foul. It goes against Anna Fazelat, who has been outstanding today for Derryfield.
Took a lot of time off the clock, though, Nick. on that possession.
Yeah, nearly a full minute, over a minute gone by here, fourth quarter. That's the third on Fazalot. And the first team foul against Derryfield. Fazalot, 12 points on offense, 4 steals defensively.
She's been great. She's made them go. Right? She gets the ball to the shooters. She's had steals, rebounds. She's just played really well overall.
Meanwhile, Pembroke, they're down 18. They trail by as many as 22. They're going to see a three-point attempt go in the hole here.
Steinmetz.
Able to knock down her first 3 of the contest. 7 points for the senior Haley Steinmetz. And then a quick timeout comes from Noah Cummings on the Pembroke sideline. So the gap is cut back to 15. This is the closest that Pembroke has been since halftime.
Yeah, and I think if you're Derryfield too, you don't want to play not to lose, like we've said a million times on this broadcast. But if they continue to run their offense and move the ball around and wait and be patient to get good shots, you're going to get LaFlemme back in the game here probably in about 3 minutes. Let her finish off so that they have some size inside. And if you're Pembroke, though, you got to just apply pressure, try and create some turnovers, and find a way to get this down to about 7 with 3 minutes to go. And then all of a sudden we have a real game at the end. But 15, couple threes, and boom. That's weird about the three-point shot. I didn't have it when I was younger, but a couple threes and you're back in the game all of a sudden.
All right, out of the timeout, Derryfield facing a full court press from Pembroke. Haven't seen much of the Spartan press today.
We have not.
Defoe looking to beat it with the dribble. Gets into the front court with the right hand. Switches to the left, goes into the paint, looks for Sloper in the corner. Pembroke looking to trap. Fazalot now gives up the dribble.
Don't want to pick your dribble up. Don't pick your dribble up.
Defoe gets the step. Banker, no, but a foul. Well, Defoe did most of her damage offensively in the first half. Led Derryfield with 11. But has not scored since. A chance to do just that coming up here at the free throw line.
Yeah, she's been quiet here in the second half.
There's a very pretty, high-arcing three-point shot in her arsenal.
And free throw.
That one, though, short. And one more on the way. Derryfield as a team has not been at the line too often, just 3 of 6 collectively. 1 for 2 trip for Defoe. 2 minutes in, fourth quarter. The gap is 16 at 46-30. Spartans looking to chip away. Steinmetz up top, giving room, goes down the lane into the corner for Stevens. Back out with the dribble, attacks again, looks into the corner, ready to shoot there as Strazzeri leaves it short. Offensive rebound is pulled in by Aranella. And another misfire that ends up in LaFlemme for Derryfield.
LaFlemme back in.
Playing with 4 fouls. Meanwhile, to the rim, left-hand banker won't go. Fazalot's shot, though, ends up with her teammate Sloper, and a foul is called here on the perimeter against the Spartans.
Rare miss by Fazalot. Yeah, going to the basket, though, left hand. I'll tell you what, you watch women's basketball, girls basketball, whatever level, they really use both hands well.
Yes.
I think they're coached, left hand side. Sometimes I don't always agree with that. I think stronger hand, but they really do such a good job using it when they need to.
There's Defoe off the crossover, double team, hooks up with Fazalot. The 3 is short. Sloper is there again on the glass. Her 6th rebound leads to another shot, and there it is for Defoe.
Yeah, Defoe coming alive, second half, like you said, quiet.
Now with 14, she leads all scorers. We get a foul here against Derryfield.
Fourth on Fazalot.
As Phillips was knocked to the ground.
And now Fazalot makes them go, so she has 4 and LaFlemme has 4.
Yep.
That's big. That's really big.
The starting point guard and the starting center. Meanwhile, 2 more free throws for Phillips, who's been at the line more often than not. 4 of 6 at the stripe in the first half, and now after that make 2 of 3 since halftime.
She shot more free throws by herself than the entirety of Derryfield.
There you go. She's also the first to double figures for her team with 10 points. One more coming, 48-31 Derryfield. Free throw good. Timeout, Pembroke.
Yeah, lead back to 16, and you're going to, if you're Pembroke, you go, well, we just got it to 15. You felt pretty good about that. You just got to make sure that you got to score quick, and you got to score or get turnover, create turnovers. Don't let Derryfield keep the ball too long. Even if you have to, at this point, even if you have to make them shoot free throws, maybe you got to find a way to get the ball quickly.
The deficit has continued to grow throughout the afternoon. The Cougars doubled up Pembroke 10-5 in the first quarter, and then a big run early in the second where they were able to force turnovers and get transition baskets and capitalize on fast break opportunities. They pushed their lead to 16 at halftime, 33-17, and then a moment ago to begin this fourth quarter, a 20-point mountain, 45-25. That's a tough ask for a team down that many points with only a period left to play.
Yeah, it's hard. You got to just go on a crazy run in order to get that back and hope the other team just falls apart.
Meanwhile, Fazalat escapes a double team with the dribble. Comes into the backcourt and now is set to run the offense. Her team up 16 here with less than 5 minutes to play. Coach Cheatham, who has been on her feet the entire way, trying to orchestrate from the sidelines, gives a questioning look at the official.
A 5-second call.
A 5-second call turns it over.
You put the shot clock in, that goes away, by the way, I think.
That's a whole nother conversation, a whole different can of worms.
Right? Well, she was kind of, I thought she penetrated that line, right? She went from top to the line and went back.
Meanwhile, 2 ball screens here. And a foul is called on the defense. Dufault trying to fight her way through not 1 but 2 screens is called for her 4th foul. So she's the 3rd Derryfield starter in foul trouble with 4 fouls.
Now that could become an issue. Right, if you lose somebody like Fazalat, though, or Laflemme, that's going to be a problem. Fazalat makes them go.
Meanwhile, backdoor cut leads to a layup for Stevens.
Here's where you don't want to foul, but you got to find a way to get the ball back.
11 for Stevens, second Spartan to double figures. 14 is the Derryfield lead as we approach the midway point of this fourth quarter. Fazalat, Dufault. Open shooter at Sloper, pulls the trigger, 3-pointer off target from the wing, and a weak side rebound collected by Love.
Good rebound, got to score quickly.
Inside of 4 minutes, Phillips pull up. No, hits the rim twice. Offensive rebound for Love, that's her 6th board. Another misfire from downtown, it's Arenella on the glass. 3rd shot attempt, left hand for Love, won't go. And finally, it's Fazalat who sweeps it away for Derryfield. Fazalat into the front court, 3.5 to go. 3-pointer, this one for Kennison is good. That's her 3rd from downtown, 11 for Kennison. 3rd different Derryfield Cougar in double figures. Steinmetz misfires for Pembroke, and the ball goes back to Derryfield. 3:18 to go, fourth quarter. Another timeout called here on the floor. 51-34. As we get a look at the 3 there from Kennison. That 3-point line has been dangerous for Derryfield all afternoon.
And they're taking deep threes, too. They're looking at that black line, shooting from out there. And oh, no. This is tough. I don't know. I don't want to close the door yet on the refrigerator. I'm going to keep it open for a little bit longer, but Pembroke just can't generate enough offense right now. Derryfield has just been great.
And how have they done it? How have they done it defensively? We've seen a little bit of press, a little bit of man-to-man, but they've been aggressive. I mean, what's been the key to the formula?
I think that, I was listening to some other people talk, and they think it's a zone, but they're playing man with zone principles.
Yeah.
So you put Laflemme in the middle. Her girl, her offensive player may be in the corner, but she's all the way in the middle. So they're out guarding up top, man-to-man. Inside, they're really helping each other out defensively, making it tough for Pembroke to get to the basket. So it's just really good help defense. And when you play man-to-man correctly, again, it should look like a zone, right? You deny 1 pass away, 2 passes away, you're helped. Right. And that's kind of what they've been doing. If you watch them play defense, it does. It looks like a zone, but it's not.
All right, Pembroke going to press here out of the timeout. Dufault escapes via the sideline dribble, and then a big collision is going to result in an offensive foul.
Oh, he wasn't there. She was not there. That's a tough call. Usually you got to be full on straight, offensively. Let's take another look. We missed it.
Our view there restricted. Meanwhile, a good afternoon for Holly Dufault. Going to foul out here, but finish with 14 points. And again, was the high scorer in the first half.
Yeah, it's tough foul out. Tough foul out, but boy, she played well.
And she leaves her team in a strong position here, up 17 with 3 minutes to play. Meanwhile, this pass is batted down. It's picked up by LaFlamme, and she is fouled in the backcourt. That's going to put Pembroke at the team foul limit. Each team now with 4 team fouls.
And we're going to see everybody get a little feisty here toward the end. A little feisty. Fans getting feisty. Players getting feisty. If you're Pembroke, you're going to be angry because you're behind. Derryfield just wants to hang on.
Then it comes to Kennison, triple teamed. Fazalot trying to work against 2 defenders. Throws it back middle. The ball is tipped. It's loose, and we have a 10-second violation.
Yeah, you got to help her out right now. She's not getting any help on that press. Good job, though. They had 3 back trying to corral Fazalot, and she didn't get any help. She needs a little bit of help bringing the ball up.
Good defensive effort by Pembroke. Results
Absolutely.
in turnover number 15 for Derryfield. Pembroke trying to come back down 17. Getting the step and finish there is Strazzeri. Just her second field goal. It comes off the window to cut it to 15. And then a foul immediately called here in the backcourt. That is team foul number 5. Reminder, after the game, we will speak with the winning head coach. Of course, we'll have the ceremony for both teams will be honored after the game. You have
Absolutely.
the runner-up medals for the loser, and then the hardware presentation. They'll cut down the nets, and we will speak with the winning head coach with an exclusive courtside interview. So a lot to get to after the game. Do not go away. Fazalot, meanwhile, knocks down the free throw. Bonus time, as we mentioned. Her big afternoon continues, now 13 for the point guard.
Yeah, she's been great. Right, makes this whole thing for them go.
Perfect at the line as well, 4 of 4. 53-36, 2.5 to go. Again, double ball screen. Frees up Phillips. Three-pointer is no good. Stevens on the glass has the putback.
The rebound, Stevens. Again, keeping him in the game.
And a steal in the backcourt. Phillips with the takeaway.
Got to score quick.
Stevens crossover, right hand, left it short. Sloper the rebound and a foul in the backcourt.
Got to finish those, though. Finish a little fatigue probably kicking in. Frustration and fatigue.
Clock stop with just over 2 minutes to go. And now Emma Sloper a chance to extend this 15-point lead for Derryfield.
Now we're going to have a lot of free throws at the end, I believe. Now both sides are shooting.
Meanwhile, Sloper has paced Derryfield on the window today. I believe a team-high 7 rebounds to go with 5 points.
I believe you are correct.
Right-hander, no good. First trip to the line for Sloper. There's 5 points in the game.
This is where I wish we still had the 1-and-1. This would be more fun, like really fun at the end here. You got to really make one to get the second one, right? Big free throws.
Gets 1 of 2.
I'm old though, so love the 1-and-1.
Still getting used to that.
I know. I'm trying. I'm really trying.
Phillips all the way. Left-hander too strong. Fazalot another rebound. Derryfield another stop. They're at 16 as we enter the final 2 minutes. Coach Cheatham says slow it down. No shot attempt. Fazalot had it slapped away from behind. It'll stay with Derryfield.
Pretty soon, if you're Pembroke, you'll probably have to start fouling just to get the ball back.
Well, Fazalot trying to burn some time. Beekman survives a reach-in attempt, and we get a timeout from the Derryfield sideline. Minute 37 to go, 54-38. Coach Cheatham wants to make sure her club is on the same page as Derryfield looks to close it out here over the final 97 seconds.
Yeah, if they can keep doing what they've been doing, moving the ball around, run their offense, not turning the ball over, I think they'll be fine. They just have to withstand this aggressive kind of last minute and 37 second surge by Pembroke, who they're going to try and get steals. They're going to foul. A little more aggressive defensively at the end just because it's desperation mode for Pembroke.
To recap, Pembroke trailed early, 10-5 after one. The Derryfield defense forced a number of turnovers in that second quarter, built up a double-digit lead, and led by 16 at halftime, 33-17. That lead blew up to as many as 22 at one point in the third quarter. 45-25 our score going into this fourth quarter. And here we are with 1:37 remaining. The number 2 seed Derryfield out in front of undefeated and number 1 seed Pembroke. 54-38 as the Cougars look to capture their first state title since 1998. All right, out of the timeout. Sloper is the inbounder. Here's Fazalot, who has had the basketball in her hands very often this afternoon. The point guard trying to play keep away, but her pass is knocked up in the air. Loose ball near side. Strazzeri has it and is knocked down and fouled. So it'll go down as a steal for Strazzeri, and now free throws on the way for the Pembroke senior.
Derryfield, even though we've talked a lot about those first half turnovers for Pembroke, Derryfield themselves, they have 18. So they've not been that great with the ball here in the second half. 10 so far, at least that's what I have in the second half. So Pembroke has really upped their game defensively in the second half to create that many.
And they've extended that defense the length of the floor, which has helped. As the free throw is good for Strazzeri. It's her first trip to the line. 5 points now for the senior guard. And one more free throw for the right-hander. It's short. Pulled in by Steinmetz, who's got the finish with the left hand.
Good rebound, good left hand for another basket.
Big second half for Steinmetz. 7 of her 9 since halftime. And now a foul again in the backcourt against Pembroke. It's on Stevens, and that is foul. Number 5 for the senior. Going to call it a career, and an outstanding one at that. Big second half today. They're going to foul out with 13 points to go with 6 rebounds unofficially. Meanwhile, at the other end of the floor, Angie Kennison, first of 2, up and in. First trip to the line for Kennison, who has played well. The three-point shot has helped her. 3 made three-pointers, and now 13 points after a 2-for-2 trip. Derryfield with plenty of breathing room on the board, 56-41. Phillips down the lane, tried to bank it. It's called for the travel. The shot waved off.
And quietly, Derryfield, who didn't have a lot of free throws in the beginning, is 9 for 12.
Yeah.
They've shot really well. And again, you have to shoot well in order to win championships. Free throws have to go in.
Travel here. No, timeout first from Coach Cheatham.
Yes, again, if you're trying to get trying to get Fazalot the ball in the backcourt to screen for her, get her open, and get everybody else out of the way and put somebody in the middle and see if you can get the ball down. But Pembroke's going to foul. You're down, 15? You're going to foul. Not much time, though. They're running out of time. You got to get crazy steals, hit some threes, whatever you can do here in the end to kind of come back.
There is Courtney Cheatham. Grew up in the town of Bedford. Had a head coaching job next door at Merrimack High School for the better part of a decade, and now in her 6th season, I believe, here with Derryfield, on the cusp of bringing her program their first championship in nearly 30 years. It's been quite the ride for the women's basketball program there at Derryfield. And there's the AD as well, Chris Hetler. He's got a smile on his face, but not over yet. Still 68 seconds here.
Time to go.
Kennison over to Fazalot. Got to hurry. Gets into the front court just in time.
And that's who you want with the ball in her hands here at the end of the game, especially now.
Meanwhile, the Derryfield parents are getting to their feet here.
Under a minute to play. We're getting close.
The student section, they've been standing the entire way. Now we have a jump ball. And again, Derryfield has the possession arrow.
Good defense, right? Just get up there and do whatever you can. Get a grab.
Fazalot puts it on the deck. Given room here by the defender. It's Lily Gagnon, who's checked into the Pembroke lineup for the first time. And it seems like the Spartans are content with their fate here with 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to foul. They're just kind of going to play it out.
Nearly a wire-to-wire win. Pembroke scored the opening basket just seconds into the first quarter. Derryfield responded with an 8-0 run, and they have not looked back. Meanwhile, Phillips will give a foul here with just inside of 18 seconds remaining. So Fazalot set to head to the free throw line. Phillips going to foul out. And again, she'll be back next year. Leaves it all out on the floor here. Fouling out with 11 points to go with 3 rebounds.
Yeah, I think Coach Cummings is going to get a couple of younger players in the game. And they look like younger players. They look like they could be freshmen and sophomores coming in the game to play. Little experience on the championship court. I think that's a huge deal. You know, if they come back again next year, guess what? They'll be ready. They say, we played, we got in.
Meanwhile, Strazzeri and Steinmetz, 2 Pembroke seniors, head to the sidelines.
Hey, they have nothing to be ashamed of. They had a great season. You know, and they're going to be upset. Nobody likes to lose the last game, but man, they had a great season.
18-0 during the regular season, the number 1 seed. And ultimately a 20-game win streak coming into today. But it's not enough. It was Derryfield's afternoon from the get-go. 57-41. Looks like it's going to be our final score as the Cougars are going to capture the crown for the first time since 1998. Derryfield, state champions in girls basketball. They celebrate the Division II championship, jumping for joy at midcourt here in Durham.
That is a huge win for a very small school. That's Derryfield. Congratulations to them. Wow.
A team effort led by Anna Fazalot, who was a terror on defense.
She was. And she made the show. She ran the show.
And helped nail down the final at the free throw line, where she went 5 of 6 in the second half. 13 points for Fazalot. And you can see there a joyous sideline. Coach Cheatham is somewhere in that mix. We're going to speak with her in just a moment. And we've got the trophy and runner-up presentation coming up in just a moment. But what a ball game, what an afternoon, what a season for the now state champion Derryfield Cougars. 16-2. Remember, they started with an opening night loss at Pembroke. Nearly perfect after that. Suffered 1 loss mid-season, wrapped up the regular calendar with 9 in a row, and then tournament wins over Sauhegan and Merrimack Valley before doing it nearly wire-to-wire this afternoon over previously unbeaten Pembroke, 57-41.
Yeah, they really dominated this game, like you said, wire-to-wire. You know, defensively, creating turnovers. They ran their offense consistently. Fazalot really made them go. But they made some timely threes, too. I mean, when we look at the game, we got 1 3 on the Pembroke side, and we got 9 threes on the Derryfield side. That's a big difference right there. That's a huge difference. That's a 27 to 3 difference, Nick.
Yeah. All right, the hardware is on the floor. As we see the NHIAA president, Jeff Collins, lurking near the scorer's table. First-year head coach Noah Cummings going to come out and hand out the runner-up awards to Pembroke again. As we've harped on, a very, very big accomplishment for Pembroke this season, going undefeated. 20 wins going into this afternoon. Tournament wins over Coe-Brown and Pelham. But in the end, despite a pretty strong fourth quarter, unable to catch the Cougars here this afternoon. They're going to wind up 20-1 overall.
And again, that's a fantastic year, but you're always going to go, oh man, we didn't win the last one. But guess you know that you still went 20-1. You went undefeated in the regular season. You could say that, yeah. We didn't lose a game in the regular season. You know, they didn't play their best tonight. Today, that's okay, because they had a great season. But you know, you got to have a winner at the end. You have to have a champion. And today, that was Derryfield, who also had a great year. Nick, they had a great year too. You know, go 16-2, and then, you know, 2 great years for both teams.
So Pembroke saying goodbye to 5 seniors. And really a special class chasing history. We mentioned Derryfield last won a state championship in 1998. It had been since 1980 for Pembroke when they were champions in Class I. All right, here come the Cougars. It's Derryfield's afternoon. Coach Cheatham wants some of the players to join her at midcourt. She's got a handful of gold medals set to hand to her players individually. And really a team effort. We talked about some of the numbers from today's game. Holly Defoe with a game-high 14. Anna Fazalot right behind her with 13. Angie Kennison was also in double figures with 13. And Ella LaFlamme really manning the middle well, not just today, but all season. Scored 9 points to go with 5 rebounds. And Emma Sloper, 7 rebounds and 6 points. So points from the starters, contribution from the reserves, all in all a team effort. Again, not just today in the championship, but throughout the campaign for Coach Cheatham and her staff.
Yeah, and again, Fazalot was my MVP of this game, just simply because she ran the show, right? She handled the ball most of the time, multiple steals, got the ball to the teammates that could shoot with those big threes that they made, and you know, just a great team effort, but good leadership from her today.
And you see the far side of the gym, no one going anywhere. Everybody's still enjoying the moment. If you're a Cougar fan, supporter, or parent, or student, it's always been a family affair over there. You mentioned the student body is not very big.
No, it's a small school.
But it's certainly a family atmosphere. And again, Coach Hetler, who runs the boys lacrosse program, is also the athletic director. He's right in that mix with the fans and the students, enjoying the moment just as much as anyone.
Yeah, that's awesome. It really is awesome. Sometimes you see smaller schools, like we're going to get a chance the next game too. We're going to talk that eventually. We'll talk about that. But Concord Christian, another small school,
right,
playing in up a division and you know, vying for the championship at the higher level.
We are hoping to speak with Coach Cheatham as soon as we can get a free moment with the 6th-year head coach. She will join us live courtside, and hopefully that's any moment now. You see some of the emotions starting to spill over, tears of joy perhaps, big smiles. And especially in today's day and age, Justin, where oftentimes basketball players play it 12 months a year, around the clock.
Yeah, constantly, but games all the time.
But in the minds of many, despite AAU or whatever other teams they're playing for, this is really the top priority, capturing a championship for your school, doing it with not just your teammates, but with your classmates and fellow students. It's really the apex of the 12-month calendar.
I agree. I think, you know, they play, like you said, they play a lot of games. And those championships, those other ones are okay. They're fun. You know, again, a lot of times they'll go play games and there's not even a championship to be given. They just play games.
Right.
This is a big deal because you're playing with the same group that you played for a long time, perhaps. Your school is important. Your family's important. The fans are important. And it looks great. I mean, the city itself appreciates it. City of Manchester is going to get a championship from Derryfield. And it's just I don't know. It feels like you said, much more special to win one like this for your school, because you'll always remember that, you know, with your group of classmates. So yeah, they should be proud, happy. Hopefully they have a good little celebration after this. You know, they have the rest of the day to kind of, you know, butterflies tingling, and that's just fun. Just a fun thing to have happen.
Well, they just cut down one of the nets here.
Oh,
they
I think
just
they
put-
put
oh, they
that
put
one
it
up.
back
Yeah,
up.
they put
I
that
got
one
you.
back up quick. Now they're going to put another one up really quick.
All right, we're going to speak with some players.
Oh, there you
before we
go.
get
I
a
like
hold-
doing that. That's always fun.
Before we get a hold of Coach Cheatham, we'll speak
If we get
with
Coach
some of the
Cheatham.
players here. So we've got Kelsey Beekman along with Holly Defoe. We'll start with Defoe. Congratulations
Thank you.
on a championship.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Let's
Good
just
job.
move that mic a little closer to your mouth.
Is that
Perfect. That's you can actually bend the arm.
There you go.
Is that good?
Oh,
That's
now we
much
got
better.
you. We got you.
All right. Holly, you had your stroke going today. It looked like early and often that big, beautiful arcing three.
Oh, thank you.
Have you always been a three-point shooter?
Yes.
And that was going very early into the hole in the first half. How important was that to get off to a good start?
I think the first half and first half of the game was really important for our team. We kind of just set the tone, and we did a really good job at it, and we just brought a lot of energy and intensity.
Yeah. And it looked like that was a strength of yours, not just today, but probably all season, right? The three-point shot.
Yes.
And then defensively, you guys really got after them, so to speak, and forced turnovers. Was the plan to be aggressive today defensively?
Yes, our plan was definitely just to bring out our most aggressive defense possible and just steal it from them and do really good on defense.
Yeah, you certainly got that
Yeah,
accomplished.
that was a big deal for us. You forced 15 turnovers in the first half.
Wow.
Just so I don't know if your coach probably didn't tell you that at halftime because they don't like to tell you that. But defensively, you guys were great, and you played them the first time in the beginning of the year and you lost. What did you think when you came out today? Did you feel confident you could beat them a second time?
Yes, definitely. That was I think that was one of our first games of the season. So
First
we were
one.
a new team and we were all just coming together. And I think after playing a whole season, this is 3 months later, we're really just have come together as a team and really just bonded.
So you think you've gotten better as the year's gone along?
Definitely.
And the game today was an example of that. So
Yes.
congratulations. Good
Thank
job.
you.
Yes, a game high 14 points for you. So congratulations there
Thank you so
individually
much.
as well, and enjoy the championship.
Thank you.
Yes,
For
enjoy
sure.
the day.
That again was Holly Defoe. We're going to speak, I believe, with another player here in just a moment. And ultimately, it'll be Coach Cheatham who joins us. So as you can see, they're bringing the state championship trophy over other way around. Yeah, there you go. All right, Emma Sloper joining us. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great stuff
Congratulations,
today.
Emma.
Thank you.
You led the way on the backboard today with 7 rebounds.
Yes.
Has that been your role with this team all year?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that it's a lot easier because I have my teammate Ella, and so I think we kind of bounce off of each other and kind of can read each other's minds when doing it. I just let my shooters shoot, and then if in case they miss, I can just kind of back them up and get it back out to them.
Yeah. How important was it for Derryfield to win a championship in girls basketball?
It was a really big deal. I mean, we haven't won since I think 1998, so this is definitely really good for our program, for our school, and I think just kind of reflects how hard we've been working this whole season.
Yeah, you guys just won the only championship for Manchester that's going to happen for basketball this year.
Yeah.
So congratulations to that.
Thank you so much.
we heard that you guys, this is kind of a newer group for you. You haven't all played together that long, so you got better as the year went along.
Yes,
And,
yeah.
and how did you feel about facing, like I asked earlier, how did you feel about facing a team you lost to the first game of the year versus now?
It felt really good. I think losing to a team in the regular season kind of put a chip on our shoulders, and we wanted to beat them even more. I mean, they're a really good team, and we knew that going into the game. But we just kind of wanted to play our game and get redemption.
You guys were great defensive performance today. Incredible.
Thank
How do you celebrate tonight?
Probably go out to dinner or something as a whole team, and just kind of celebrate as a team.
Yeah, tell Coach Hetler to pick up the bill.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Thank you. Again, that's Emma Sloper. Good stuff. 7 rebounds to go with 6 points, and brought some of that toughness along the front line
heck
that
yeah.
we saw today. And I think that may be it for our player interviews. Meanwhile, they're still posing for photos, flashing the gold medals, and
That's going to go on for a while.
passing around the trophy. Well, we're going to hope to get pry Coach Cheatham away from some of the other media members over there if we if we can here. But
now, if we don't, guess what? Congratulations to her. You know, she's worked hard, I think, to get to this point. Was an assistant, I believe, at Bedford. Like you said, head coach at Merrimack.
Yep.
Head coach here and gets them to the title game, and they win it. So good for her.
Yeah. All right. 57-41 is our final. And Derryfield is the Division II champion. Coming up at 4 o'clock Eastern, a little over 2 hours from now, in this gym, we will have our live coverage of the girls' Division I state championship between top seed Concord Christian and Londonderry. The Lancers, after losing in the championship last year, quote-unquote upset Bedford in the semifinals earlier this week to advance to their second straight championship. So Londonderry trying to get it done. Meanwhile, for Concord Christian, they are looking for their fourth state championship in a fourth different division, all in the last 5 years.
Okay, I don't think that's ever been done before. To be honest, that'd have to be a first thing. I've never heard of that.
All right, we're joined by Andy Chappell, who is the head of the Derryfield School. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Andy. Absolutely.
Great win.
And thank you for joining us. I know Coach Cheatham is being barraged over there by the media, but we appreciate you coming over. I asked one of your players a moment ago. I'll ask you, as head of the school, how big is this championship on the women's basketball side?
It's huge. Not since 1998 have we won a championship, so we've been waiting for this for a long time. And my wife is actually a graduate of the school. She graduated in '93 and was that close to a championship in the early '90s. So
right.
I know lots of alums and lots of current students are super proud of what they've accomplished today.
Yeah, it seemed like your school made the right hire with Coach Cheatham, right? What can you say about her?
We certainly did, yeah. Courtney Cheatham is a fantastic coach. She's first of all just a relational coach. She makes sure that she can't teach basketball until she has a relationship with her players. Her players love her. They love to compete for her. They've done it all season long, and she's been building this program over the last 5 years to where we are right now.
And then again, correct me if I'm wrong, but you had to petition to play up.
We did.
Right, for Division II. Now you're kings of that, or queens of that landscape here, but it seems like that's the right level for this group, right? This program.
Yeah, we're technically a Division IV, size school, but we're really. Courtney she wants to compete, so she wants to compete at the highest level that we can with the number of kids that we have in the school, and so I think the sweet spot for us really is the Division II level.
You only had a couple losses this year, so this is a good, like sort of a revenge or a vengeance type game that you beat a team that you lost to in the beginning. Did you see any change in the girls as they kind of move forward throughout the season? Any difference or change? Like how did they come together, or what do you think?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I think it's always, whenever you can watch young people fail and then learn from that failure and succeed, right? They lost to this Pembroke team, which is a great team, obviously undefeated all season. They lost to them very early in the year, but felt that they, were just right there and close, and they just wanted to keep building and getting better each game so that they could come and compete in this game. And so you saw things like just real grit at the end of some games near the end of the season, which could have gone either way, but they came out on top because they just played great defense, hit the right shots, made their free throws when they needed to. So it was impressive to see them grow over the course of the season, for sure.
Yeah, that showed today too. You're the Manchester champions.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
State
Congratulations.
Thanks so much, guys.
And one final question: What's going to be like on the return trip tonight? It's such a family atmosphere with Derryfield. We cover them pretty often in the spring with boys lacrosse. Always a good turnout. Same thing here this afternoon. Any big plans to celebrate collectively tonight or no?
That's a great question. So we actually just went on spring break.
Okay.
Yesterday was our last day of school. We take a 2-week March spring break. So there will be a celebration, but the celebration will really happen at the end of March and early April when we get back to school.
Oh, that's a good pep rally right there.
The kids are already petitioning for some fun stuff when we get back, so we'll look forward to that.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Andy.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate
Congratulations.
it.
Thanks for covering us. Yep.
You bet.
All right, 57-41. They're going to start clearing the gym here momentarily. And I think I've lost sight of Coach Cheatham at this point. She was surrounded by about a dozen media members, cameras in her face.
You might have lost her.
The whole 9 yards, but good to get an official response there from the administrator, Andy. All right, 57-41. Justin, any final thoughts on what we saw here this afternoon?
Well, I just think that it was kind of a fun game to watch simply because we almost thought that Pembroke had the advantage. They were kind of the favorite, undefeated throughout the year. And you see a team like Derryfield, a smaller school, just played phenomenal defense, forced all those turnovers, and just made the game just kind of wide open, game over early. For the most part, Pembroke had to fight back, and they just, when you get down by that many, you can't. So congratulations to Derryfield and to Pembroke for having, I think, a great season as well.
Yeah. All right, got a few folks on our end to thank.
Yeah, we do.
And I suppose we'll start with our partners over at the NFHS Network, Don Boyle and his crew. They've got the rights carved out here each and every year. We're a proud partner of theirs and look forward to that collaboration moving forward. And continuing actually this afternoon with the Division I girls final between Londonderry and Concord Christian. So once again, thank you to the NFHS Network, to the NHIAA, who of course orchestrates this year in and year out. Jeff Collins, the president, his right-hand man, Dave Rozenek, they're on the scene here as well. Another good job and a great way to kick off the weekend with this one. Want to thank the Derryfield players and the administrators for joining us live. Got to thank our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire sponsors. Of course, that's Beals Insurance, MG Sports Fundraising, the New England Football Academy, and Jewett Construction. And, of course, who else am I forgetting here, Justin?
Well, we got the man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay.
I usually save the best for last with him.
I just had to throw that in there. I'm trying to think. Is there anybody else?
Once again, orchestrated flawlessly by the man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay, our director, Ben Beals. Back in the Beals Insurance Studios for Ian Maluski, pinch hitting up top tonight. Great job behind the lens. And Matt Beals putting in some OT this week.
Oh, he did.
Coordinating the setup. Great job courtside, as usual. For my partner, Justin Gorham, and executive producer, Steve Beals, my name is Nick Anastas, saying so long. Final score, final time, Derryfield 57 and Pembroke 41. This has been a presentation of the 2026 NHIAA Girls Basketball Division II State Championship game, right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance, broadcasted in conjunction with the NFHS Network.